Mike Bussey will take that bomb and auto group pace truck to the infield. 8 laps of distance, the first of 4 heat races. Ready to rock and roar off turn 4. Brock Hallett, Darren Nida. Side by side, wing to wing, green out for heat race number 1. Darren Nida with the advantage into turns 1 and 2. He'll go down the middle of the racetrack, but here comes Brock Hallett digging down to his inside. Nida slams the door in 3 and 4. Look at Caleb Henry up on the top shelf of the racetrack in the 101. Henry, slide job on Brock Hallett for that second spot. Hallett diamonds off the quarterback in the second. Here comes Chris Andrews. 3-car battle for second. Darren Nida liking this as he pulls away. Brock Hallett, Chris Andrews, Caleb Henry, Stuart Brubaker. Here comes Hallett now the inside. Big wheel stand for Chris Andrews. He'll lose a spot down the backstretch. Darren Nida continues to lead. Brock, contact between Chris Andrews and Caleb Henry. Henry keeps rolling, but he loses a position. Stuart Brubaker into that final transfer spot. There's the cross flags in an action-packed heat race number 1. Darren Nida, Brock Hallett, Chris Andrews, Stuart Brubaker, your top 4. It's been all Darren Nida since the drop of the green. Two to go, and Chris Andrews is reeling in Brock Hallett for that runner-up spot. Remember, the top 2 redraw for starting spots 1 through 10 in tonight's feature event. Darren Nida through turns 3 and 4. He'll take the heat race win. Here comes the race for second. Give it to Brock Hallett. Coming out of group pace truck to the infield. The second of 4 heats for the Callie's Performance Products 410 Sprints. Cale Thomas, Jordan Ryan. Bring him down to the green. Cale Thomas down the inside, but look at Jordan Ryan to the outside of the racetrack. Takes the lead down the backstretch. TJ Michael in the 3rd spot. Zess Sable in the 4th and final transfer position. Larry Kingseed, Dan McCarron battling for 5th. Jordan Ryan continues out front. Cale Thomas comfortably in 2nd. TJ Michael starting to dig on the bottom of the racetrack in that 3rd spot. Zess Sable 4th. Good race for 5th. Larry Kingseed, Dan McCarron. Jordan Ryan pulling away as now Cale Thomas has his hands full with the likes of TJ Michael. Remember the top 2 redraw starting spots 1 through 10 in tonight's 30-lap feature event. TJ Michael switches up gears, goes to the top shelf in turns 3 and 4, trying to find something to reel in Cale Thomas. Big lead for Jordan Ryan as he races to the doctor's jacket. The white flag goes in the air one more time around. Out of turn 4, taking the heat race win, going to be Jordan Ryan. Flag out for heat race number 3. Bryce Lucius leads the charge down the backstretch. Connor Morrell going to take a peek to his inside. They almost touch in turn 4. Cap Henry into the 3rd spot. Battle for the final transfer position. Trey Jacobs and the Steel City outlaw Tim Schaefer. Lucius flies out front. Connor Morrell still 2nd. Cap Henry 3rd. Side by side for that 4th spot. Trey Jacobs, Tim Schaefer. Still wing to wing down the backstretch. Bryce Lucius in charge of this one. Now the race for 2nd. Cap Henry takes a peek to the inside of Connor Morrell in 3 and 4. Can't make the pass. Trey Jacobs holding off Tim Schaefer for that final transfer spot. Here comes Henry again to the inside of Connor Morrell in the 3 and 4. Wing to wing. Creed Kavanaugh with problems keeps rolling though. We stay green. Cap Henry, Connor Morrell have been racing side by side the last 3 laps. Now Tim Schaefer has caught Trey Jacobs again. That's for that final transfer spot as the white flag goes in the air for Bryce Lucius. Connor Morrell goes down the bottom of the racetrack to block the advance of Cap Henry. Green out for your 4th and final heat race. Sterling Kling takes lead down the backstretch. Sean Rahal, Greg Wilson duking it out for 2nd. Here comes Greg Wilson with a run for the lead. Can't get it done in 3 and 4. Here goes Greg Wilson, bottom of the racetrack. Big drive off of turn 2. Rahal back to 3rd. Battle for that final transfer spot. The X of Mike Keegan. And the 68G of Tyler Gunn. Sterling Kling out front of this one. Greg Wilson settles into 2nd. Sean Rahal trying to keep the 14 on the backstretch. In the 3rd spot, Mike Keegan in that 4th and final transfer position. And now the 9X of Ricky Peterson and Tyler Gunn battling for 5th. Greg Wilson right on the rear bumper of Sterling Kling. Into turns 1 and 2. Wilson again, that big drive off the bottom of turn 2. He'll go to the bottom of 3 and 4 as well. Kling up to the cushion. Maintains the lead. 2 to go. Heat race number 4. Sean Rahal is settled comfortably into 3rd. They race to the white flag. Here comes Greg Wilson down to the inside once again. This time Kling goes to the bottom, stops the advance of Greg Wilson to take the heat race win. Wilson 2nd, Rahal 3rd. Oh, hang on up against the wall in turn 4.